back to Tiles of Confusion nonsense. Give me a few moments while I just set some things up. Because I was currently deciding to do things in the background, and that didn't work out especially well for anybody involved, and took a lot longer than I thought it did. Still, the first episode of Valkyria is now edited, and I will be putting that on YouTube once this ends, or if I find some spare time to do it in the middle of a round. I'll just put it up now. We have another person in the lobby, but nobody else around, so I will begin poking people. I have no idea who's actually in the thing. We'll find out at some stage. Also, I am now older. Rah. Carol and Egan. And whoever else I feel like, let's be honest. Who else plays Mahjong that I've noticed on here? That might be it, actually. And I'm going to hang out in the Tiles of Confusion lobby just because. If I don't get a game very quickly, I will probably move on to just doing a game on standard Tenho. But I would prefer to play with people. So queue up and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to go and do some editing in the background. Well, not so much editing, just more sort of setting things up.
I hope you know what you're doing to my sleep schedule.
What are you talking about? There is nothing wrong with this sleep schedule. Also, hello, Rise.
Hello.
And what are you talking about sleep schedule? I'm an old man. This is official now.
Also, here, have a thing.
I don't need a thing. But thank you very much. You're just trying to fill up the entire event box with just you.
Yes.
Well, you could have done 1, then 99 if you want to do that.
Meh, I still have like 40 bits.
Fair enough. So I have to earn those by giving you tiles you want then.
Maybe.
Alright, we'll worry about bribes later. In the meantime, yeah. I have to wait and see if people actually eventually turn up. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to go and play standard games for a little bit. Also, I don't like that thumbnail. I'm going to have to adjust that in the background. There we go. It is entirely Rise. Let's actually just adjust this a little bit.
Fill the thing up with bits.
You have filled the thing up with bits. It then goes down to 4.
No, the little glass thing.
Oh, you could do that. It was kind of full yesterday. For whatever reason, when I randomly refreshed it for this morning, it just decided to not have any of the stuff before, so it's entirely your bits.
Hey.
Let's go to 210. Good morning, Draconis. How are we doing? We're just waiting on 1, but I suppose now if I need to, I can change this to a free-player lobby and we can just play some free-player for a little bit. Tournament lobby. This may kick you out of a queue, just FYI. Oh, Kyrill's here as well. Alright, don't worry about that. Ignore that. We'll go back to 4-player. Kyrill, get in here.
He kicked me off of it only being me.
I did because I thought we only had Draconis, but if Kyrill's just resubscribed to me, then clearly he is around, and therefore clearly he should be here.
No, Kyo freaking kicked me off of the event log, being only me. I must
Oh.
fix this.
You don't have to necessarily fix this. The sound effects.
There we go.
Yay. How do you make an account again? I shouldn't be locked for accounts, I don't think. You might need some reserves in case somebody else goes in. You might need them. Or he's just gonna keep spamming this noise at me. I mean, it might be useful psychological warfare once the game's begun. I'm not sure it's useful for right now. Rise, kick yourself. Seems appropriate for what I was playing yesterday. There we go. Thank you, Rise. You'll be promoted to moderator one day. At that point, you'll be banned from kicking people. I always get this wrong when I set up the lobbies, but you shouldn't need a login for this, Carol, if you just want to go in as a random. Oh, we have 4. Rise, Carol, Draconis, and myself. Alright. Battle!
Battle.
Battle!
Hello, Gio.
Hello.
Hello. Draconis, if you want to get in, feel free. I've got the Discord link in various places, but if not, I can give you one.
I have no longer cheers. I've become Carl again. Hello.
I know, it's bizarre. Well, we'll see if Cairo plays better than Chiz.
I doubt it.
Well, you never know. It's a new name. It's a new start.
Yes.
North makes east.
Yep.
The door. Right?
East is this is the instant Mungan setup. So triplet of East plus the dealer position plus it's basically instant Mungan if the dealer has it. It's pretty much a Mungan if anybody else has it. Also, 5 turns in, I have a top hand of tiles. Only vaguely related to other tiles I have in my hand.
Riichi.
And Kara decides to reach. Well, I'm not winning this one. Possibility time.
No, I'm glad I held off. I'm glad I didn't hold off.
Oh, that's
I make more decisions.
To be fair, first, it's early games. You can't make too many mistakes that are going to be absolutely critical in the first round.
Yeah.
It's almost a freebie to have a go at it.
Oh, yeah, it's a good hand, actually, surprisingly. I didn't realise how good it was until I looked at it just now. It's good. No one's going to deal in. It's
Right.
terrible.
My question is, can I complete the third row before you win? Because genuinely, that's the only thing I've got as a possibility right now.
Are you going for a Nageshi?
I'm thinking about it because I kind of have... I've got a couple of spares, so I'd need to draw 4 more, but...
You just dropped a door, so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that as well. that was my worry tile for getting rid of...
Everybody had one.
for getting to Nageshi. So... Oh dear, things have been called. That gives me an extra draw. This tile's also live, but Nageshi!
You gotta go for it.
He won. He's got it. Nope. And also, you've killed my Nageshi. Well done. But
Ah!
you were punished for. That's the punishment for killing my Nageshi, sir. You killed my Nageshi. You deal in. That's completely fair.
Fair. But it was to get to Tempai, so.
Yeah. That's fine.
It's understandable. It's fair.
And in truth, that was my last term, and also I was top decking for Nor 1, so it wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Riichi.
Sure. Why not? The game's gonna play it like this, then I'm gonna play it like this.
You know what? Let's just ignore him. He doesn't exist.
The thing with an early reach is you generally ignore it because it's usually on something odd, or it's a single weight, an edge weight, unless he's got extremely lucky. But I almost consider there's no point in trying to play defensive against it, except where you can, like that one. But you might as well just keep going.
It's not the highest value hand.
Exactly.
but
Most
why not?
most one and two turn reaches aren't. So I figure I'll just go for it.
Let's see if I can get the chat. I don't think anyone's actually talking in chat. But...
Not at the moment. Everybody in the chat's in the game, so.
Riichi.
Okay, that I'm kind of scared of that.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Don.
that's okay. I'll end hand now.
No, fair enough. Kyra will have 1,000 points. Also, that was a bad reach because I thought I changed my weight up and realised I hadn't. That was mean. That was a slight error on my part, but hey. Have another 1,000 points. You deserve them.
Yay! Thank you.
This is what happens when you don't check things and just decide to press the reach button. Because I thought I'd change myself up to a 3-sided weight from a closed 1-sided, so... But I hadn't. Kyra, I'm disappointed. You haven't gone turn 1 reach just to improve things.
I can't do it every time, okay?
No, but you're on a progression curve. This should have been double Riichi Patsu Sumo. Come on.
Okay, fair.
And then your next one, it should just be Tenho, at which point your perfect game of Mahjong ends. Because you've got all the points.
I never play well again for the next 20 games.
Yep.
That's how this works.
Ah, exactly.
Yeah, it's fine.
Completely fair. But you would have picked up that Yakuban Tenho, you know, it's just... That will never happen again.
No. Definitely not on stream.
I mean, the worst thing about a Tenho, because I've seen it a couple of times from people actually just commenting they've done this, is that because it's unusual for the win to come up immediately, they accidentally reach
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the completed hand. I've seen that a couple of times on a couple of videos on YouTube, and I get why. It's just, if you're not expecting it, oh, double reach. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
Riichi.
Well, this looks fun. Try that.
Don't like the situation.
Don.
Yeah, you discarded a live tile into his likely suit there.
Yeah, but
There was also, I think there was a pause when I played the free earlier, though that might not have been here.
Dora too. Oh,
Yeah.
That's fine. Nobody knowing that one.
Well, Cairo,
Still, yeah,
you flew too close to the sun.
I did. Mistakes were in fact made.
1
Well, I'm glad you did, because I didn't really have a lot of safe tiles left, so...
I
Yeah.
had 2. I think the other one was at 5, so it would have been an 8.
Because, I mean, I had... Manzi was completely dead, and... I was also had high Sozu, and that wasn't really good against him either. But I mean, for the moment, you're still second.
Yeah. Just have to not deal it for the rest of the game. I'll be okay.
Yeah, if you don't deal in, you'll probably end up second. Although when that sort of thing happens. Not going to explain what sort of thing happened, because that would reveal something of my hand, but still.
You want to discard another tile, hold our fair turn, then immediately draw a second.
Pretty much.
本
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Home.
Okay. Half flush from up top
Home.
versus half flush.
Home.
Ugh. I shouldn't risk it again, but I might do.
No, I should stop dealing in dots. It's a bad idea. I'm willing at this point.
Wrong.
Yep, stop dealing in dots.
You know, I'm glad I didn't toss either of the 2 dots in my head.
Well, to be fair, I only finished the hand just then, because that was I was noticing with this 2 stuck in my hand that I was thinking and umming and ahhing about, but hey. No, that was kind of fortunate, because I really overplayed that after the 3rd call. I was kind of considering folding, and then... Yeah. But yeah, that was a bit mean on Draconis in many ways. But it's always good to take points from the leader. And if I could play it off as I decided to ignore Kyrol's win to hope that another I'd get the win from Draconis, and people would possibly believe me on that, I'll play it like that. That's definitely not what happened, though.
Home.
Question now is, how greedy am I feeling?
Home.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Home.
Okay. I can get rid of that now at least.
Riichi.
First time I've actually reached to buy the whole game.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that's the way it goes, but you only need one good hand to win you the game. Depending on how good that really good hand is. And you got people attacking into you, so, you know, there's that.
Yeah.
Sumo.
Yeah, it was cheap, though. I had a half-flush Dora free building up at some stage a while back, but that was far too greedy.
I had two-sided weight for all pawns in case it was. You know that already.
I don't know that, but I wasn't actually too interested in what you were doing because I was more worried about the reach and my own hand at that point. But
I had Dora 2 at the very least, so. And depending on if somebody had dropped the door, it would.
That was not going to happen because I had 3 of the things. So
True.
And I'd like to think I'm not that stupid.
well, I had the red 5 and the 5, so I had a pair of the things. But you know, it's still 3 Dora. It was not going to happen anyway, especially after the reach.
Yeah, but I also had was waiting on double, triple weight, and
Yeah.
had a pair of 3-man, so was still technically live even if nobody dropped the door.
I'd say I'm on for a Nageshi, but it feels like everybody else is as well, so...
Yeah, I don't think there are enough
mean-
prototypes left.
I'm not, so
Yeah, you're not. I mean, you're probably on for Kokushi Maso based on this stashing. You got a couple of 9s. Who's going to give up first?
It's me. It's me.
Aha! The weak one has folded. Right. The battle continues.
Could have kept going, I suppose, with the one. But...
No, you can't rejoin now. No, you're out.
No, I know.
Can't rejoin now. Come on. He really wants to play a terminal.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I think I'm out though if I don't draw anything useless here, so.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that.
Oh, I really don't want to play this. It means I've given up. No, we're carrying onwards. Look, I'm getting rid of an edge weight now and hope I don't draw a 7. That's it. There's a high chance this will be useless in the natural progression of my hand as long as I don't draw a 7. And yay! I have 1 less draw to maintain Nageshi. And he's discarded the 2. I win! I actually missed he did that.
The moral victory is yours.
My moral victory is mine. As potentially as the actual victory.
G.
I've only got to survive, what, 6 more draws? 6 more draws to terminals. How like... I shouldn't have got rid of that 9. There well.
No, I really should be paying attention to what rises doing.
Maybe.
Just that moment where I'm getting all tied up. Enjoy.
Home.
Right, I made mistakes. Curses. Okay.
I don't know. That's what you classify as a mistake in this situation.
Chi.
I threw away Tenpai by accident.
That's a mistake.
That is definitely a mistake, yeah. I mean, I didn't say that I did that. No, it's fine. You don't know that.
Dong.
So if I had a longer... Oh, it wouldn't matter.
I tried to dodge that as well. Oh well.
Ouch.
Effective dealer Munga, and I go down to 3rd.
My second strategy is it's paying off.
It is paying off. It's working for the moment.
For now, fingers crossed.
Should have stuck with the Geshi plan.
Might have worked too.
It wouldn't have worked. I ran out of tiles a while back, but...
Home.
Just start drawing extra surface on the tiles, we'll be fine. Only you'll be able to see them on your monitor, but I mean, you can pretend.
Home. Home.
Oh. Well, okay then.
I have a feeling I'm folding this hand.
Okay.
Riichi.
Oh, you had a feeling you were folding that hand, did you?
I did. I was trying to fold that hand for a little bit. And then I got 3 perfect draws, and suddenly my fold turned into this.
Oh, okay then.
But I was looking to fold this hand.
Oh, this is not safe, but at least it's the turn afterwards. Alright, cool.
Home.
Carol, deal into me, it'll be cheaper.
Home. Dong.
Honestly, I'm just proud of myself for A, not dealing in, and B, not canning the dragons I had. Keeping it in my hand.
Yeah, that's
Just
probably
in the urge
correct.
to press that button.
It was probably correct.
I'm sad. I could have gone for 4 wins.
Yeah, but that was unlikely.
At that point, no one was going to deal you any wins.
Yeah, I know, but still, it was possible. I had 2 pairs and 2 singles, so I had to think about it.
Yeah, there's always the dream. Sometimes the dream lives.
I have the dream. It's a stupid dream here, but we have the dream.
Is it a possible Itsu?
That's always a possible Itsu. Doesn't matter what my hand configuration is, there's always a possible Itsu. In this case, though, that would require 6 tiles. Well, actually, no, not necessarily, but...
G.
Definitely didn't just start to try and play the possibility game. What are you talking about? No.
You don't want to play the possibility game. It's a game you never win.
I know, but I for some reason decided to start playing it. Nah, that's fine.
Well, I've had a plan for about 5 draws and it's not gone anywhere. So I'm doing well.
Yeah, that's about what happens in most of my games.
G.
Hello.
Hello, whoever that is.
It's an Egan.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about what, sir?
Being late.
You're not late, sir. You're early.
Oh.
It's got all the 7s. Yep, this got all the 7s.
Dom.
It's I was playing the possibility game.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't count in my opinion. It wasn't all concealed, but you know.
It wasn't great.
I certainly moved me closer to Senpai. Now, I had a Chanta Sanchikyu on. Unfortunately, I had to open it up, and then, of course, I realised that I was effectively in a hell weight because I had a pair of reds and nobody was playing the other reds.
Yeah. I should never have called that thing. It would have been in tempo about 6 turns sooner. It would have been really good. But, no. Sometimes things just aren't meant to be.
Well, I can still turn this around with huge Hanneman. Bless you, Egan. I don't need a Baiman sumo from this. You know, that'll get me back there. This hand totally looks like a Baiman sumo.
At least it's a long weekend.
I mean, if I can draw 4 Dora, can't get another Dora indicator for that card, then I've got the Baiman. You know, that's it. That's got to be the play.
Simple.
Just my problem. I think somebody has played one of them. So yeah, my plan's out the window. No, it's ruined.
The door is south.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, my plan of drawing all 4 of them is now ruined.
Ah, got it.
There's no one.
Home.
No! My plan is ruined! Somebody else had stole my plan. I think I can maybe get this hand to free Han. Plus reach. Which is nowhere near enough. Can somebody do a couple of Khans? Just, you know, help me out a bit.
Good do.
I mean, you could do, but you won't. That's some friendship there.
I mean, I'd have to get the fourth one.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's my problem too. The person.
Riichi.
I'll do this instead.
We're not happy at Carol playing for the win here. Bring back cheers! I see Agan is playing music in the background to entertain us.
Just the 10 hell music.
Wrong.
No.
Well, I think Draconis has got this.
My plan, I'm not doing it again.
Yep, it's ruined because you went attacking.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's true.
Last hand, unless Rise goes on a bit of a rampage, which actually I'm fairly supportive of, at least in this exact situation.
Yeah, I was planning on going absolutely nuts. I had a couple concealed triplets, and I was just going to start calling cards and start drawing things.
I was one tile off of possible Itzy Tenpai.
That doesn't count.
I was also
You
one
have
tile off
no-
earlier today.
Chi.
In the hand.
You
Oh.
have no clue how tempted I was to ask you to just get a specific tile to get it set up.
Just to clear, how many rounds left in this game?
Fine around.
This is
Oh.
South 4, so unless Rise starts going on a bit of a dealer rampage, it's gonna end fairly soon.
Ha ha ha.
I'm not saying it can't happen. It's just, you know, even if you do start dealer rampage, you're not too far away from Draconis, so 2 free wins. Unless you just go for endless draw states and just keep winning that.
Chi.
There you go, Rose. Hope that helped.
Just gonna mute Agan for the time being. This is the really depressing part of being in last place in the last hand, when you have a hand that is completing, but is worthless.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know the feeling.
If I'm lucky with Urderer, I can possibly make this Mungan, but...
If it's direct hit against me or Rise, it might be able to do something to get second, maybe, or third.
I'll rotate against Rise of you, yeah. But they'll only get me past one of you. They'll get me the third. Unless I can boost this to Hanneman somehow.
Right now, I am playing super aggressively just because I want to pip second.
Oh yeah, you do need some points actually. So yeah.
I need 1,000.
Yeah, you just need Rise to reach and then for me to win. That'll do it.
That'll do it, yeah.
Rise
Right.
unfortunately is cold, so he can't reach.
Good point.
Sumo.
Well, so much for that idea.
That can happen. Wait, I still come second, yay!
Yeah, that was the alternative strategy.
One ranking point.
Plus 1 point in the scales that we're not actually using at this stage. And we kicked Draconis out. Well done.
Good.
Sorry, Draconis.
What? It's first time back for a while. We decided to kick him out of game 2 because Agan's here. I hope Agan, you're at least playing as well as Draconis did.
That's right. I'll drop out game 3.
Nah, it's fine. We'll rotate. He'll get there. So. I'm gonna get my possible Itsu in discards the way it's going. No, not quite.
Come on, Nigashimanga. I can do it.
Sure.
Sorry, you're in a different position. That's why I was confused there. I was looking at Egan's discards, but you've moved since the last
Aw.
game. Well, if you were that far... I'm going to bloody well manage it. Alright, go. Somebody have a red 5. In case you need signalling on this, I really don't need Sosi tiles. just in case that wasn't obvious. I made a couple of blunders in that as well, so... Time to play some psychological mind games, I think.
リーチ
Come on, Sosie.
Home.
You give him his last minute attack.
Wrong.
Yeah. I was in a 369. There. At least it was cheap. Mine would have been worse for you. I had potentially Freedora, Tanyo, Pinfu. I had potential Hanneman on that one.
Ouch.
But no 3-6s on 9s. Thank you, the two people who are attacking into this and still not discarding what I needed.
I was attacking with safe tiles.
I'm not sure you were. I mean, I wasn't tracking it too hard, but...
Attacking with tiles that either you or Rice had discarded recently.
Sure. Which is fair and the way to do it, but...
Yeah, I decided they were safe. Whether they actually were safe or not, that's a different story.
Well... That's always the story.
Home.
Still, as I say, it's first hand. You can normally afford to risk it a little more in round 1, so... Because even if I had hit the Hanneman there, it wouldn't have been game over necessarily. It just means that would be the focus for the game going forward.
Well, East is still a good one to get during the first half.
Well, it's Yakko secured. It might not be the ideal time to do it, because normally you want to sometimes wait for the second one. Especially because if your hand isn't anywhere near finished. Because it gives you basically 2 guaranteed save tiles for later in the game when you need them. My signaling is just amazing at the moment.
Why did I discard the door?
Oh, it's still first turnaround, and clearly you're on an aggressive mood with it, so...
I'm paying for my aggression.
Yeah, you've all called, so you all have fewer tiles left to be safe against me. So what do you think I'm waiting on?
Is it this? It's probably this.
Sumo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that happens too. Though it's cheap.
I opened with the dragon, so
Yeah, fair. That's sensible aggression at that point if you have the bonus set already set up. But yeah, the hand was nowhere near as good, but it was again Riichi, Pinfu, and Dora, and some fun things going on in the background. But probably wasn't worth as much of my last hand by quite a margin.
well,
I'd given up on anything valuable and started going for 7 pairs at that point.
7 pairs can be valuable. 7 pairs. 7 pairs reach, and assuming you get lucky on the order, is Hanneman. Yeah, reach Sumo 7 pairs and any Dora. Because effectively you get 2, so that's Hanneman, yeah. Get rid of that for now.
Did it again. Okay. Get rid of way too early. Oh.
See, now you know East is safe if you ever get it.
Unless someone's waiting for one more for their final completion of a pair. Which is crazy, but it might be the kind of thing someone decides to do.
Well, I'm not deciding to do it because I'd prefer a 10, and while I've made those sorts of decisions before, I'm not doing it. Boo. Trying to work out if I should be doing a thing. Well, that decides it. Let's go for attempt 3. Rise immediately wins off Kairo's discard. Calling it now.
Riichi.
unfortunately, I'm not in 10 by. So. Where am I?
Well, you could be, but...
Riichi.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure whatever pursuit reach that was worth it. Now give me all your points.
So, just saying, started like 2 tiles off of Kakashi.
Yeah. I didn't hear something strange, but wasn't that already cut off at some stage, or did I miss that?
Nope. There was 1 9 and 1 red dragon left that I needed.
Yeah. I should probably unmute Megan now he's in the game. Actually, I've just realised he's.
There's still a little bit of background noise, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, people are talking.
No, I was aware. It's just while you weren't in the game, and I forgot to unmute it when he started the game back up.
But you were responding to me saying things.
If I was, it was purely accidental.
made the mistake of reaching, thinking I had like a couple of weight tiles more than I did. And looking at the pot, I'm like, oh.
Mine wasn't great. I had 6 winners still left, so...
But yeah, Shadow, when you run, I was 1 away, so...
I thought I had 6,
But-
I only ended up having 4.
Also, Aiken, I could have so easily conned your house. I had all of them in hand.
Well, that would have killed it, though.
I know.
You've had to go for something silly, like, All Outside's Toy Toy or something silly like that.
When you just got a concealed dragon triplet.
You know, it's fun. You didn't do it all in one go, and you could technically have kept them.
Meh.
Alright, let's get rid of those.
Riichi.
So I don't think I should have gone for 7 pairs. A very good day to you, possibly old man. Also, you don't watch these. I have video evidence that you don't watch these videos.
Riichi.
Late reach from the leader.
Ooh.
No.
Nah, I was trying to work out if I could get to Senpai. Sorry, that was me. I was trying to work out if I could actually get to Senpai from this. But I would need an exactly specific draw, as well as that my discard being safe.
Know, realizing afterwards that I had no
Yep.
winners.
The best kind of reach is the one you realise after the fact you can't win with.
Yeah, I just had a boring two-sided way. So like,
It may have been boring, but it was more likely to win than Rise's Pursuit reach.
true.
That's fair enough. If you want to come and call me old, you are entitled to do so. I am also entitled to kick you.
I mean, I would kick him for you, but I don't want to tap up into your stream and see your hand.
Yeah, that's fair. You get away with kicking for the moment, Anion. I mean, I could tap away and look at my own hand, but you know. Or I could just log into my Random Watcher of Mahjong account, make him a moderator, and then just do it myself.
Pick out the ones.
Unfortunately, mods can't kick mods.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
I have to make him executive producer of the account. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, let's risk the thing. Going all in on a 1,000 point hand, potentially.
It advances the value, it doesn't advance the game. You'll do that.
Riichi.
So that's not his win, and he's discarded Dora. I don't think he's got a very high. In 21 days, I can call you all. Okay, I'm putting that. Actually, I'm diarying that. While trying to pay attention to the thing. I don't need that. Call Anion old. There we go. I've added the notification. It will happen. Also, nah. God's sake. Ah, it's okay. You get to look. You get 7 years of watching me worry about hitting that age first. Alright, catch you next stream, Anion. It'll probably be later on this weekend at some stage. I might do another one later. Probably a tracking stream with
After 2 calls, I realize I have a trash hand and I should be forwarding this, not pursuing.
You don't want to reveal that now. That's a double bluff. You've clearly got a hit, lucked into a Mongan, and you're just hoping somebody will deal in because they're playing safe against you at the moment. I know how this game works. In fairness, nobody played the tile because I played it. I kept this because it was one of your safe tiles, and I got nothing better for ages. But hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, I had nothing that entire hand. It didn't happen.
Oh, I'll take the 3,000 points and hello, Marajam. I've just been called old. I have actually got a diary update to when I can call Anion old. It will happen. It's the day before I go to America, actually. That's But you know, important things.
Hello. Yep.
Yes, you heard a Chiral vaguely mumbling in the background. You also might hear an Aegon, but he's muted himself, and you might also hear a Rise.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
No.
He's too quiet.
You're no longer an assistant mumbler. You're a free person of Wibbltopia. They are rather quiet.
We have a microphone closer if that actually helps. Hello.
Hello.
La.
Wah.
Bah.
Bah.
Ba-ba.
We are never going to be a barbershop quartet with that kind of without a ton of auto tuning.
I should be paying more attention to his hand rather than just laughing. Okay, cool. All right.
You don't need to pay attention to your hand.
No, I don't. It's fine.
Nah, because I'm just going to win anyway. You don't need to pay attention to it. Just accept the inevitable.
Okay, let's go home. Let's stop playing.
Hooray!
Stream over. All right.
Perfect. I'll join you next week. We'll do exactly the same thing, only we'll do it in less time. Actually, Cairo looks like he's got something now, so...
I have a dream. I don't know if the dream will come to life, but we'll see.
I have a dream. The dream is to play Mahjong. I get paid for it.
That would be a good dream.
It's not a bad dream.
Although I'm pretty sure the dream is going to end up in a nightmare soon. Just Rise just laughing at me. That's how the dream ends.
Well, this is true.
Deal in.
Come on.
Deal in.
Well, I'm hoping the Kara just decides to win off this, because that puts me 1,000 points closer to you. So there's that. Well, come on, you just literally discarded one. If you want to call it again, you can, but...
Yeah. I've decisions to make, and I don't like the decisions that I've got to make.
Make the best decisions.
My decisions are Rog, Hard Place, or Other Thing. But Other Thing is not quite as good as... Really? Come on.
You know, I just realized I chose a horrible weight.
He's doing psychology tricks again. He always does this when there's only a few tiles left to go. He's trying to force us to
Fine. Let's do something silly. There we go.
What have I told you about
Yeah,
carning
immediately
into a
afterwards.
reach? You better be in Tempai. That does not sound as if you're in Tempai.
So this is why I had Rock and Hard Place, you see.
I mean, the only good point about doing a Khan in this situation is you get an extra draw to find a safe tile, but if you
That was the
fail
plan.
if you fail to get it, you just... In that case, he didn't boost his hand, although he didn't win, so there might be Iridura. But
I was running the
barely
possible
worth
plan.
it.
Open it with dragons and Dora, so...
Now, I thought you were on a half flush based on your discards, actually, but...
I mean, it would have been a half flush also.
I knew. I also knew Yuritsu was out because I had all the 5s.
I only needed 2.
Oh, did you have 1 5? All right, fine. I thought I'd not locked the 5s out because I was doing random observational things, but clearly I wasn't paying that much attention. I just mistook a tile for another 5.
Unfortunately, the 2 was also the Dora, which was a... No one's going to deal that in.
I don't know about that. Somebody had declared Reach. That negates anything. They can discard anything.
I mean, I had 2 2s in my hand. That was a winning tile for me, so...
So it was, yeah, but you're waiting on the same tile. Okay. Good to know. Okay.
I mean, with head bump, you would have gotten it, so...
Yeah, true. And there's some more complaints about the head bump rule, even though it's how I'd like to play.
Sorry about that, but people were having phone conversations very loudly.
That's okay, don't worry, sir. It happens. I mean, when we get to trucking later on this afternoon, that'll just be background noise.
Oh, I need to probably install trucking
Trucking!
and the multiplayer mod.
Yeah, I probably need to go find that out as well, because it's been ages since I've done it, but... And then we have to avoid the other players who have mods on that aren't loaded on our system that causes us to brick. It'll also be fun to find exactly how much money I've got now. So...
Or we could go around stealing golf carts.
I could, but... I'd prefer to steal trains. Much more fun to steal trains in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, stealing a car is commonplace, stealing anything in GTA is commonplace, but stealing the train?
Stealing the train is technically impossible.
You only say that because you've not done it.
No, I've tried.
You've not succeeded.
You can succeed.
See, technically impossible is what people who given up say.
I do not believe in your impossible statements. I will attempt to make the impossible possible. I'm 33. I have to do these things now before I'm too old to realize they're impossible.
You have to go around steel trains.
Yes! Just to prove it can be done. It is almost my mission in life.
Should we tell Debbie what you're gonna be up to in America then?
You can tell Debbie what you want, just don't tell the just don't tell any of the authorities out there, that's all. He played GTA and he once tried to steal a train! Phrased exactly like that, I'll get more checks. I really don't want to give you that tile. I don't think you are waiting on it, but I don't want to give you it. So that instead. Actually, a little table observation proves that you definitely weren't on that, so yeah. There you go.
Shining in June.
Now, song time with Egan.
Oh, by the light of the silvery moon.
Now available in all bad record stores. 100 of Egan's best mumbling tunes. Featuring such classics as...
Over hill and over dale, rose and a dust trap.
We can't type the other text fast enough. We need a new example. Also featuring...
We watch the skyways over land and the sea. We're ready to fly anywhere the duty calls, ready to fly to be free.
And his #1 hit. Now available in all bad record stores for cheap as free.
That was his #1 hit. Where? Which chart? I want to know which chart. So that was #1.
I tried to think of an opera tune and got mixed up.
It's turn 4. I have a plan. This plan will not work. But it's got to be done. Especially as I have a convenient backup plan in case it doesn't go right, but you know.
Has it been the same Dora for... Yeah, it did.
It's been Manzu. It's Manzu again. I don't think it was 4 last time, was it?
I think it was.
Oh.
Soon, so soon, by the silvery moon, the moon, by the silvery moon, the moon, by the silvery moon.
That's not on your best record album. You should have released that beforehand.
No, I'm slightly annoyed with my discard pile.
Don't be annoyed with your discard pile. It's a good discard pile.
It's a nice discard pile. Strong.
Oh,
No.
You're nearly through to the... Oh, okay. Now I'm disappointed with it.
Gee,
I mean, the truth is, if you pull off a Nageshi, you almost certainly have had a Kokushi potentially. So
it's the color of cheese.
I have no idea what Egan's talking about, so I'm going to just nod at him politely.
Which cheese is silvery, really? Okay.
I mean, I suppose you can get silvery cheeses, but...
Yeah. I suppose.
Pom.
Well, my plan from turn 4 has not really worked because now I'm on a hell wait for both sides of it, and I'm actually free from Tenpai. But I was looking at Suanko.
Pom.
Yeah, I gave up on my plan.
I had triplet, pair on turn 4, so. So Suanko was possible, but only because of what I've discarded since I decided to go for it. I only tried to keep the free that long. It is still technically possible, it's just not realistic at this stage, so, you know. There's only, what, 10 tiles left in the wall, I have to have 2 of them perfect, and then I have to have Chiral deal in.
I could make a meme. I'll be able to make it happen if you want to see it.
Phase 1 has failed, so, you know, it's not going to happen now.
Oh.
Pom. Pom.
There you go. Anything else? Do you have any requests?
I don't have any requests for you, sir. I don't play the game that way.
Okay.
You play whatever tile you feel is best.
Honestly, I probably. Oh, that's what the 5 was. Aw.
Giant Pako Tenpai.
Eh. It happens.
I see a lot of games are now going down to the last tiles.
Yeah, we just going into draw repeats. We're on 5 and 3 for inside the board right now. South 2, Rice's dealer. There's a big bounty for anybody who can actually finish a hand.
Yeah, that is quite a bit.
No.
There's 3,000 plus 1,500 bonus, so it's 4,500 on top of anything else you get if you can just finish a hand.
That's asking too much.
I mean, it's not the most ridiculous I've ever seen in the middle, but, you know, it's not an insignificant amount. God damn it. Get rid of those. The game is starting to mock me.
That one.
Why did you abandon that? Because the game just
He
will not
doesn't-
let me abandon it, in all honesty.
He doesn't need a reason.
I really don't. There's easy hands to go for. And I wouldn't have said it's abandoned. I'd explain my justification a little better, but ultimately it comes down to I didn't feel it was on.
Pom.
Boom. Do.
I can see the chat. but I
They're all
can't see
seeing
the
they're all seeing the chat, so well, they all should in theory be able to see the chat. Hence why I don't like necessarily things being revealed on there, at least specifics. So
Let's just
it's
the
fine.
phone
I
to
don't
Riichi.
I don't mind, but
Oh,
I could also potentially have a random watcher of Mahjong do this as well, but that would require me going in and actually sorting a thing out. That does not feel like a good thing to be doing right now. So I will not count that. Mahjong is fun!
Mahjong is fun. Smiley face.
That also came up twice. I really need to stop that from happening. Hold on. Yeah, I realize I have no time. I use all my time up debating something, and now I'm regretting it. But thank you very much, sir.
Ooh.
Shadowhawk 2018 apparently decided to do this, but you know. There's some copyright infringement going on somewhere down the line. Or there's just somebody who's 6 years my junior, in which case I hate him.
It's you from the past or the future.
No. If it's me from the past, that's 1912, and we have a working relationship.
True. True.
It's old time me, Shadowhawk.
No, he's done one video for me.
What sort of combination of accents was that?
No. All I know is Rise is
Rise is getting away from us a little bit here, so, you know. Also, we're on a 6th repeat.
Really? Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
effectively.
Huh.
I mean, obviously, draw states count as that as well, but we got 6 repeats in the pilot at the moment. So it's an extra 1,800 points for any win. But also, Kyrol, you're on 5,400, so don't deal into a Mungan.
Yes. I need to pay more attention to what's going on.
Don't deal into anything, pretty much.
If you can avoid it. I mean, do you deal into a Yakuman on my side? Because I think that will just get me past Rise at this point. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't win, but at least to make the game more interesting, right?
I don't know if I'm playing decent Mahjong. I've not been playing that well today, actually, but...
I'd like to say that's referring to me, but I don't think it is.
Alright, let's change perspectives and you can stream this. I mean, this hand's okay. It's just not good enough to topple Rise, so I need to work out a way to make it better. And obviously, finish the hand, but you know. It happens.
I feel your pain, yeah.
I think I want to keep the plan as it currently is right now. I mean, there's that consideration on it, but...
Come on. Come on, let me make a new folder.
Boom.
I thought you were worrying about your discards. I mean, you're just trying to get the entire Itsu down. In order.
In order.
Go.
Oh, darn it.
Oh, well, I had a plan.
That was just cheeky, sir, but fair.
I'm doing Truck Simulator.
I got 2 dragons pretty much right away, so... had to go
Yeah.
for it.
When the luck's in, the luck's in. There's not much you can do about it when this happens. And while, in theory, momentum isn't a thing that happens in Mahjong, I can tell you from my experience of it, it really does. And no, we've actually had Debbie do this once. Debbie got to 9 wins on the bounce, and there was no Renshan. So... yeah, to this date, I think Debbie's 9 wins on the bounce is the biggest dealer repeat we've ever streamed.
Boom.
We've had some ridiculous lucks, and none of them were particularly valuable, but... and of course, Rice is another dragon. Right, Kyrol, if you can get to Tanyo Tenpai, just tell me what you need.
I'm not.
just whatever you can do right now. I realise that Rise is completely aware of what we're doing. It can... oh, jeez.
Boom.
The good news from my perspective, at least, is if I can keep the game going on till South 4, I am the last dealer, so... think Ager's just either going for something strange or silly, or is just desperately trying to deal in for the game. I don't have taco power. I can't make that work. It's also the South round, so that doesn't work either.
Home.
Also, I did promise I'd play the PSP version of that game a while back. Even though it doesn't involve the cheaty shenanigans of Tetsuya. Tetsuya was amazing. I should stream that again.
Yeah, I enjoyed the streams. It was good. They were good.
Just the pure levels of cheaty shenanigans. They actually pulled off Yakumans with a fairly regular basis. One of them was... I mean, luck had an influence on it, but it was an almost genuine one. I didn't cheat to get one of those Yakumans. I just relied on the abusive power of luck. This was... Oh, what was the full name of it? Hold on, let me just go onto YouTube and I'll see if I can find it, because I think I posted the full name of it. I don't want to call that. That's not... Rise isn't going to win off that. Was Legendary Gambler Tetsuya. Also, your reign of terror ends here.
Yeah, okay. I was at...
It had to happen at some point, in fairness, but that was, yeah, it's been a while since we've had a dealer rampage go on quite that long. Yep, sorry, I don't have things muted. Anyway, that's the link to the playlist. But it was Legendary Gambler Tetsuya. Oh, the Ackerman? There were various ones.
Oh boy. Okay.
You should play the thing with stuff. I have yet to stream a Yakuman. I've picked up one in just playing Tenho normally, but that wasn't on camera, wasn't streamed, so it doesn't count. That was a 13 Orphans. I've recorded 2 13 Orphans and 1 Daisangan in terms of online playing.
Yeah, I took a screenshot.
But this is over 6 years of playing Mahjong online. Probably, you know, it's 3 Yakumans is not a great return. I've lost count of the number of times I've been Tenpai for Yakumans though. Sure, but I play semi-regularly. This is the other thing. It's a little, but it's a mix of opportunity and also.
Oh, the woes of Mahjong players.
You know what, Agan? We know you're going to get the first Yakuman I ever stream. It's a known fact. It's an inevitability at this point, and you won't even realize you've done it. That's the problem. You won't even realize you've done it. It'll be something silly as well. There'll be 7 pairs, all honors. Just something stupid like that.
I tried that once. Almost worked. Actually, it did work. It did work as a hand, but it didn't get the full thingy.
Well, the thing is, with the 7 pairs variant of that is you probably had to work harder to make it 7 pairs than if you just called the triplets. Get rid of those. So I need 23,000 points on Rise then. So direct hit Mungan. Actually, sorry, direct hit Hanneman at the moment.
Just time over. You
There's
can
lots
reach.
of dungeon and the tower.
Well, that's the thing.
All out mighty hour when to pay it. Take your income tax.
From the creator of the worst-selling album of all time comes Agen's second greatest hits album, featuring the undeniable non-classic.
I've been working on the railroad all the little long day.
The slightly offensive.
Dong.
I have all your money.
And the band in 17 countries, including Uruguay.
So I had that hand for most of that game. I'm convinced momentum is a thing in this game.
Momentum is definitely a thing in this game. I was supposed to have stolen it. That's the thing. But I just didn't get. I was 2 away from tempo for most of the game.
Oh, I was there for like all of the game.
Yeah, no, it's strange things happen. Anyway, I'm last dealer, so this is my last chance to really get anything. Thankfully, well, it's going to be short. Agen's on 2,700 points. So, Cairo, you got to fish third again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what hands of value like off the top of my head.
You can go all 1s 9s. That'll get you to a Yakuman, and that potentially wins you it if you can hit Rise with it somehow.
I mean, that was the plan. That's the only thing I could think of.
I emphasize somehow because at the point you've called 3 of them, he's not going to play any more of them.
Yeah, I know, but
He's also getting rid of them early, so you know. I should get rid of that.
yeah, if you got on a
The
time,
flow doesn't have to be in my
doesn't count,
favour.
does it?
It really doesn't have to be in my favour.
Okay, I'm feeling the flow. I'm not just in the zone. It's like there's a zone inside that zone. I'm
Daisangan
inside
still
that
looks
zone.
possible. Yes, I guess it does, but it's not anymore. Not that I was anywhere near going for it, but
I still love our mellow Batman game.
sorry, can you repeat that?
I still love our mellow Batman game.
Eat.
No, rat tribe.
I mean, thanks, Agen.
It's okay. I'm probably gonna tune into Agen at this point. But hey, or Shadow. I just
Okay, now that is slightly scary.
Thanks, Kyril!
well, I gotta make it interesting, right? It's the final. It's the final round.
It's not the final round if I win.
True.
It's the,
Gotta
it's,
make things interesting. It's the final round if you win off me.
it's the final.
The flannel? No, it's not the
Flannel.
flannel round. It's not the flannel round.
And this is when the game gives me a 7 pairs hand. as the
Exactly. You need Jam to pull off a 7 pairs hand successfully in these situations. Well, if I get a direct hit off somebody, it'd be fine, but...
I should probably stop just throwing tiles and actually look what's potentially safe.
Nothing is
You should play the censored tile. The censored tile is definitely safe. Kyril!
Let's go for a valuable hand.
Kyril!
okay?
If you actually
What is-
pull off a Sankansu,
I'm trying.
you win the game.
I know. I'm trying.
I
I'm going for
concede
it.
the game if you can pull off the Sankansu. I mean, you could go for a 4 cards hand, but it almost... 4 cards has always confused me as a hand concept because it's almost invariably going to be worse than going for Suanko.
I don't think it's possible considering discards. Actually, now I think about it, and Dora, annoyingly. But oh well. Yeah, I have 3 pairs, but that's That's all I had.
I'm still in the game.
Yeah, you are. You actually gained 500 points
but-
on that.
My cards are. Oh, my cards are down.
Yes, they are down. That's basically because you're in Tenpai in a draw state, so therefore you effectively win the draw check. So 3,000 points are always transferred at the end of a round in a draw. It's just 3,000 points go from anybody who didn't have the hands to anybody who does. So.
Sorry about that, but my actual deck of cards I was playing with on the side dropped.
I call, sir.
I call you too.
Do you call?
That doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm clearly bluffing. I have 8 queens. What have you got?
Well, just war queens. That's a.
This is why we shouldn't play poker with 20 cards each and 4 decks.
That wouldn't be 5 decks.
No, well, I guess it would actually. No, actually, you have yeah, possibly, but I'll go with that.
That's
It probably was a better way, but I was at the point of just I was planning on getting rid of these, but Aegon can call that. No, you can call that. I just heard the sound effect from Aegon, so I assumed Aegon could call it.
Maybe I can call it too, but I clicked the button first, I guess.
You might well have done. Hey, thank you very much.
Trumpet Chief.
Somebody is toasting my stream again. Hooray!
Hey.
The Mahjong spreads. It is almost insidious at this point. So basically, I'm streaming on his channel now, as well as my own. To any of his viewers. It's the thing that happens.
No, I didn't discard that. Oh.
I think I lost the King of Hearts somewhere.
You've also lost all the Manzu.
They just fell out onto the...
Riichi.
Alright, let's go for this.
Oh, there he is.
The thing is, if Aegon or Kyril deal in, I think this ends the game with me in second, but I'm okay with that. But if I can get a sumo or win from Bryce, then I need to reach to maximize the points I'm taking from him. So either way, I'm okay with this.
All right. Well, I'll try and do my best to make things interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it would, but they. Kyril is just my best friend right now. It's a shame. It's a shame that didn't turn up to be a thing, but you know. Yeah, it's not been through, so. It is, however, Sumo. Sumo, Ipeiko, Riichi, Tudora, and 2 Uradora. That eliminates both of you, but means I will end in second. By about 7,000 points.
Good game.
Yeah. Good game. I didn't have much of a choice in the matter, and while I could have technically not reached and secured the winner, it was... It was fine. I ended in second on a good score. I can take that.
I had 2 pairs of honor tiles. I was just going for something at that point.
Has the third game started, or...?
No. There's one person in the queue. I could.
That would be me. So that's normally you're instant at getting back into the queue again, so I have to rush it.
Yeah, I thought I was going to give space for people in chat. Well, Greg.
Well, My internet
else
is
in the chat?
trying to break up, so I'm going to stop before it does.
You're also going out on a high, which we accept.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you play well, so.
I didn't lose horribly.
Which is always a plus.
Right.
And I've had 2 valiant fights to second. Though the second one was a lot closer than the first one. Okay, Dargans to start. Egan is continuing his plan of hating the Manzu because he doesn't understand them.
No, because I don't have any in my hand to make anything.
When you've discarded another 6 in a row and are still telling me that, I'll tell you why that's an incorrect decision. In fairness, for 2 and the 1, if they have solo tiles in your hand, absolutely justified. The 7 is arguably more useful to keep hold of.
See, now I worry. See, what do you have?
He's got a hand of dots and sozy tiles and honors, of course. But this is why you always get rid of the honors first, because the chance you draw into more of the numbered tiles. It's
about chat.
Oh, sorry.
The seriously? It's like what do you have?
Riichi.
What secrets do you hold?
I don't have anything. Not particularly, anyway. Nothing that's going to beat a turn 5 Chiral Reach, anyway. We'll risk a dragon because one's been played.
This is an amazing hand. Just whatever you do, don't deal into
Well, yeah, there is that aspect of it, but that only really works if all players doing that. That's not even your wind.
Still works.
I should be insulted by that hand, sir, because if you go for any number tile after that point, you immediately increase your hand to Pintu and Tanyo.
I need to figure out what Pintu actually is.
Pintu is all runs, but you're not allowed any honor tiles in there, or actually, you're not allowed bonus honor tiles. You are allowed a bonus pair, but you got to be waiting on the last. You got to be waiting on the last run. Waiting on a win that isn't yours, a solo win of that is just I mean, it's fine. I'm going to accept it round 1. It wasn't my dealer turn, and it moves me closer to it. But I should feel slightly insulted by that.
Mind games, though.
The mind games, yeah, that's a good one for mind
Never
games.
deal a win that wasn't mine. You would never think that would be what I'm waiting on.
Exactly. That's why I discarded that.
Exactly, and that's why I won.
Yeah, so mind games, absolutely well played. But
I mean, no value, but still.
Oh. No.
yes. I don't know why you discarded the fire after that call, but I sure you have your reasons. All right, Kyrol's trying to build up to his dealer rampage in advance.
I need to get a buffer of score because I'm going to lose something by the end of the game.
Hey, it's fine. You're allowed to comment. It's useful information for anybody watching the stream back or anybody who's got any questions, so it's perfectly valid. This is ultimately a tutorial thing, so... And while, obviously, I'm in a game with these 3 people, I'm happy to explain any decisions or parts of the rules that need clarification, and it's useful if people in the chat can do that for me, so I don't have to reveal my hand to do it. Of course, you're the only person in the chat. It's almost a private stream for you, so... I shouldn't have got rid of that. This is me paying attention to chat and not game. But I shouldn't have tossed a live white at that point.
Sorry, I'm just... I'll be done with this, what I'm doing on the side soon.
And at that point, his Mahjong powers will increase tenfold.
Which isn't much.
But a tenfold increase means you might be somewhat able to play and make decisions that affect the game state.
Diamonds, clubs, hearts.
Are you just trying to sort the deck out? Or are you...
I sorted the deck out.
But that's against what you have a deck for. The only reason to sort it is to check you've got all of them, and you can do that by counting.
Yes! That's why I was doing it.
So are you missing a card? Is that what you're trying to work out?
No.
Then why are you sorting them into order? If you have 54, including 2 jokers, you don't need to know. In order to confirm this, you have all the cards. And if your deck has cards from other things, you'll see that because each of them, even the ones from the same sets, same packs, have slightly different backgrounds. They're slightly off-centered deliberately so that if you do mix them up, you can divide them. There's no reason to go and sort the cards out. If there's one missing, you can work out what's missing, but that's it.
Sorry.
That's worse than my Balrog Rands, apparently. What's going on with the deck? Aegin is just sorting it into numerical order. Well, one to ace, or ace to king, whatever he's doing, in each suit, to check he's got all of them, when he can count the deck.
I do have a tendency to do that myself, so I kind of get where he's coming from a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's more just because I have too much free time than to actually check things.
If I wasn't folding so hard, I'd be glaring at you. Aegin has decided not to fold, though.
Dong.
That's why he's decided not to
He's
fold.
just gonna win.
He's just
Yeah,
going to
there you
win. Toy Toy. Toy Toy North. And Aegin takes the lead.
Well,
I could have done, but at that point I was just making a point.
Oh, something smells nice. I think it's food.
you think?
I know.
Well, it's a statistical probability of it being food.
From the creator of the 2 worst selling albums of all time, The Sayings of Aegin. Mad philosopher or crazy person on the street. Nobody knows for sure. But his sayings have all been recorded and put onto this 20 CD set for you to enjoy and ponder at your leisure.
I think it's made of cheese. I think it's pasta covered in cheese. And some ham. Baked in an oven.
I don't know, honestly, Gregory. I don't know either. We were making jokes because he likes to mumble songs in the background, so that was where that came from. It was just that saying was so out of nowhere and confused. I thought it was going to be some philosophical statement or something, so I decided to go with it. And now I'm confused about what I'm doing this. Also, what should you call me, sir? You can call me whatever you feel like at this stage, but not Shadowhawk 2018.
Yeah, Mr. Shadowhawk.
Mr. Shadowhawk 2018. Oh, god damn it.
Not the best hand, but
Yeah, but I'm not playing abysmally here, possibly because I'm just too confused and distracted to play at this point.
Less time thinking.
That would help, but that would also be less amusing. So we're going to carry on with it anyway.
Yep.
Let's carry on as we mean to go on.
Most people tend to refer to me as either Mr. Hawk or Shadow, depending on how they are. Marishan's generally the only person who goes Mr. Hawk on it. With as many extra syllables into Mr. as he can manage.
Mister?
I mean, I'm happy to be called by my name as well, which he does, but, you know.
Yes. Theodore.
I'm also referred to as God darn it, sir. That one's a lot.
I think I'm going to start referring to you as Teddy Hawk. Good old Theodore Hawk.
Can we get somebody to kick Cairo, please?
Oh. I blame Aegin. So
Most
I blame
people
myself
do.
for not saying no, Aegin.
Well, you can blame Aegin because he's winning right now. So
Yeah, Aegin, why? Why are you winning?
because you dealt into him.
Yeah.
You're in second because I dealt into you, so it's all good.
Да. Лучше готов. А, добро.
Because handchans are more just more of a game completion. Also, when you play Top Sen, you tend to have there's just East only rounds, by the way, so only literally East rounds. You tend to play a lot more aggressively, play a lot more quickly, and it's a lot more random in many ways in terms of how the game state goes. With a full game or a Top Sen, you tend to have handchan rather. You get a more rounded game, I feel. Also, it gives people the opportunity to come back into it if they have a bad opener. It means that the losses in the start of the game aren't as critical. It also means that you can't win the game by just pulling off a lucky Hanneman or Byman, which you can definitely do in an East-only round. It means you still have to work, you still have to play defensively, and there's still a possibility that they can grind you out with few cheap hands. Now, if you ask about why we play the head bump rule, well... That's something that gets debated by absolutely everybody who's played this game before. Kriev was an absolute opponent of the head bump rule. And everybody who has played this and eventually has fallen to the head bump rule has complained about it, myself included.
Where is Kriev nowadays?
I don't know. I mean, I did stop for about 4 months on YouTube, so, and that's kind of when he stopped, so maybe he's just not aware I'm here. Certainly obviously with Draconis and a few other people. I've tried to make announcements, but obviously nobody watches my update videos, so...
I watch him.
What was my last update video about, sir?
It's only Aegon who reached, so that's reaching to Aegon.
About how you were going to play thingies and going away for a bit.
Sounds like all my update videos, to be fair, but yes. What was I playing in my last update video?
I think your last update video was the first Rorona video, but...
No. It was Frostpunk.
Ah.
Which was about last week, actually, but, you know.
Ah.
I did explain that I would be continuing to play some Rorona, but I need to record some, because I've actually got to the end of my recorded lot, because I've not recorded any... God damn it. Stop calling my tiles.
One man.
Yes, that's the one man. Now these you get rid of if they're the only mans that are in your hand, because there's only the 2 and the 3 that are useful for them. I'm wondering if my levels of jam are returning.
How much jam do you have?
Well, I started 4 away from Tenpai, and now I'm in Tenpai. I hit 4 draws, every one of them useful, and now I have Reach, so we're off. The jam is in.
To the races.
No, if I see Patsuma, this is 5 useful draws on the bounce. Ah. I'm almost disappointed, but I have a finished hand, basically, so, you know.
No, apparently it wasn't pasta and cheese, it was eggs with cheese.
It only took me 7 draws to take this from 4 away to this. And I hit the Hanneman. The jam is in. The jam must flow.
But it was not that. It was not even close to that.
The jam shall flow.
He controls the jam.
He controls the jam, controls the universe. No, we're talking about the Spice Melange at this point, but yeah. Fear is the mind killer and all that.
Indeed.
I actually picked up the audiobook for that a while back. That is really well... I mean, it's sort of thing they have about 12 voice actors, a proper music soundtrack going on. And it's just... I listened to that and now I'm spoiled than any other audiobooks.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much higher production quality than just the one person reading it. And sometimes the people reading it are good, you know, that works, but it's just the level of difference. Also, Aegon has decided to go for another Yakuman.
Of course he has. I mean, why wouldn't you? Do I do something really stupid?
Yes.
No, change my mind. I'm not that guy. Not today. Not yet.
I'm that guy.
That's for
Go on,
another
Hagen. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not desperate enough for that yet.
I think I'm getting the truest sign that I am in. My luck is in right now.
We just got a complete hand again.
No, I'm not in 10 by yet, but I've got the clearest indication that that my luck is firing on all cylinders.
Right, this is a bad move. I'm doing it anyway. Okay.
Yep, my luck is in on all cylinders. I have an Itsu!
You have an instant.
I have Itsu!
Dong.
I haven't pulled off one of these in so long! It's not possible Itsu that was! And another Mungan. I'm so stupidly happy that I hit that. That tile. A real Itsu, I know! I haven't actually genuinely done one of these in so ridiculously long. But anyway, yeah. This is a true uncalled Itsu as well. We're not counting Kyral's open one from previously.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That's fine.
Well, it is an Itsu. It counts, but... possible Itsu. I used to have a phase when I was first started this of saying that a hand that was 4 away from an Itsu was a possible Itsu, because it was more of a sort of how I explained my thought processes, that I had to consider that as an option, but people took it to mean I was going for that hand, and so therefore possible Itsu became a thing that I would just say to any hand at all for any circumstances, and was trying to go for. I rarely meant it that way, but that's how it got taken. Hence, possible Itsu has become semi-catchphrase of me playing Mahjong. But I'm always happy to pull one off, because it just means that I'm justified in saying that was a possible Itsu. This, for example, is a possible Itsu, but only in the very loosest of terms.
I mean, in the loosest of terms, I have a possible Itsu.
Well, if you are one away from it, then yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, do you have a straight 1 to 9?
No.
Then you don't have an Itsu, sir.
Like, it could have been.
Yeah, but it can't be any more. You've declared Riichi. You can't change your hand. You know what I said about this not being a possible Itsu? Why are you being maligned so much? I don't know what you mean by that, sir. Henceforth, you shall be named only Mr. Heavy. Hooray! I'll take that. Hey, I could change my name. I'm getting married, so, you know, it makes sense.
And then we'll have lots of little hawks and shadow debbies running around.
Sounds terrifying. Let's do it.
Well, that's your job.
Hagen, why? Why did you reach?
Yes, I am very much engaged. I'm getting married in less than a month. So yeah, there will be a gap around October. There's early November. We'll probably be doing another sort of live stream of Washisu Mahjong free player versus chat, which worked pretty well last time. But that'll depend on how good the Wi-Fi is at our cottage.
I'm getting married in the morning.
No, I'm getting married in the afternoon, actually, late afternoon. And it's not in a church. No.
Well, the stopper. Let's have a whopper. Then to the church.
Hagen, you were technically invited, even though I know you weren't able to come, and that's fair. But you are going to the wrong place.
Why are you doing stuff in the church?
Sorry?
They're not getting married in, Hagen.
As I said, we've we basically decided we're releasing free album sets for Egan. One is basically an album of all his songs. Second is the follow-up album to the worst-selling album of all time. And the third is Things Egan Said, a 10-CD box set of his best sayings. Philosophical nonsense or the secrets to the universe? Nobody's quite sure.
To soon to be sold on improv shows near you.
Indeed. You hated this first album. You weren't aware he made a second album. And you're confused by everything he says. Now that he's on tour in 3 locations in your country. Tickets are on sale now and have been for months.
Please buy one.
We're giving them away.
We'll pay you for it.
That just sounds like they're trying to.
I'm glad I'm winning this game because I can't concentrate on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could end the game if I could just, knock Egan. This is going to be the last game we played, by the way, today. Just FYI.
That's fair.
Because I am getting hungry.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we'll be back and doing this again next week. Don't worry. I probably will be putting it back to the Friday evening slot, but I'm still uncertain about whether it's better to do it now or then. I could do both, but I imagine that would drive some people slightly insane. Quite possibly us if Egan's in the chat again. We have a vote for Saturday mornings. Okay, that's more votes than we got so far. I might have to put a different poll up then. I could put a practical poll up, one that's actually relevant to people, as opposed to old XCOM recordings.
Oh, so that's what that poll was.
Well, it was a poll of yes Egan, no Egan a while back, but I then just decided to just put a load of my old XCOM commanders in because I was bored of the yes Egan, no Egan. Especially as we had 3 votes for yes Egan.
Yes!
I mean, there were far more no Egan votes, but still, we had 3.
Egan. Just Egan
No.
himself.
Egan on different accounts?
One of them was vegan.
On the channel, I should be below us somewhere on the bottom right, a quick polling thing, but I forget exactly how it's configured at the moment because I'm fairly new to Twitch, even though I'm not really, and don't bother with settings.
I think you should deal in. Oh, wait, you shouldn't. Shadow, you should deal with. Or destroy it. That works too.
You got enough to knock Egan out. It's half flush there, 4,000. He said while he was dealer. Egan, just as an FYI, you cannot declare reach. You do not have enough points to declare reach, and if you're not in Tenpai at the end of the game, you do lose.
Yay.
Just letting you know the situation you're in.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it too much.
Is it possible to get the person down to 1 point?
No, because 100 point is the lowest denomination of things in there. You can, you are allowed to, in certain rules, and I think Tenho agrees to this, you can be on 0 points and not eliminated. You only bust out when you go below 0.
I have been.
Yeah. So Cairo has been in that situation of no points. I think I have 2 at one stage or another, but
I think I actually got out of it, actually. I think I got to 1,000 and ended the game at 1,000 points. Just winning a
hey,
terrible
that's how you do it. But not being able to reach does mean you have to play a lot more conservatively.
Yes, for sure.
Alright, let's give some door out there.
Tonight. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I'm quite happy to do this in the mornings because I'm actually slightly more alert and ignoring the fact that Egan's chatting to me in the background. I think I played slightly better Mahjong in the mornings than in the Saturday evenings after a long day of work and the previous stream. But
I definitely started playing better the first few games until I started just laughing and then losing focus.
yeah, exactly. This is all Egan's fault. This is Egan's tactics to try and win. And he was winning at one stage, but he's had a massive fall from grace after that.
You mean the usual?
Yeah, possibly.
I've just had an insane idea.
And that is?
It's great, but it just might work.
You'll probably see.
Well, you say we'll probably see, but...
Riichi.
Bonus Riichi on the 5.
I'm probably going to deal in, but let's go with that.
Okay, we get rid of 1 there.
Dong.
Sorry, Egan. You're still in the game.
But my maybe not so brilliant idea.
Did you take a screenshot of your maybe not brilliant idea?
No.
Okay. Do you know what your brilliant idea was?
For 3 sets of 4 freeze.
Yeah, that's actually a thing that happens. If you can get if you can get the same triplet in each suit, that's 2 Han. So that's a legitimate hand. It's quite unusual to happen. It's actually one of the odd ones that's worth the same value call as it is concealed.
Home.
Or am I thinking of a different one? I might be thinking of a different one. But the other advantage of Egan being on this is that any sumo basically wins me the game at this stage now. From anybody.
Yeah.
Sancho Kodeko, indeed. I'm aware of the names, but I try to use both terminologies because most of the people who I say the Japanese names to just go Gesundheit. Or rather, that's more Egan's does that. But, you know. I tend to flip-flop between the Japanese and English terminology on every single hand multiple times. So...
And he keeps talking something about eating 10 pies.
Indeed. Indeed.
With Ron.
If Rise was here, I'd ask him to kick you.
So nice and dim you can be. And who knew why you treated the guys you've been with?
Oh, very interesting weight if this comes off. But
Same. I don't think it's going to go off, though. At least not in my case. If only hadn't made the call.
I don't care what Ryan was doing.
I was describing the state of my hand, which, you know.
Okay, I didn't think it was going to happen, but someone gave me the 5, so cool.
Home.
Let's keep it going, Egan. Keep giving me stuff I need. We'll trade. 7? No? Okay.
No.
Egan needs to be in tempo at the end of this, or the game ends.
I think I'm not. No.
If it gets you in Tempai, take it.
Well, you're out of uses now. He wasn't tempo anyway. The game continues.
Yeah, I was 1 from Tempai with 2 Dora. Well, and 3 if you count the red 5, I suppose. Would have been nice, but no. Sometimes things don't happen.
My luck isn't good, otherwise Egan wouldn't have hit tempo. In fairness, I've had my level of jam already. That was just immediate dealer Hanneman into immediate Mungan from Egan. So, you know, I've had my share of the luck there at the moment. I just now need to just get it over the line.
Home.
That'll do.
Try one of Draconis. Just for me, okay?
My hand's not that valuable, but
Nah, it's all good.
I mean, I hate doing this, but it's a habit I've trying to develop.
That's what discussed. My original plan is not progressed at all. That's good. 5.
Kang.
Ooh.
Home.
Oh, I guess that I did.
Home.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, Egan's got a hand that potentially gets him back in the game.
So you can know he's got a hand that gets him back in the game. That's the question.
Egan always has a can that potentially gets him back in the game. He just destroys it.
Oh.
Home.
No, that gets him back in the game.
That's
Mungan. My own fault as well. This is why you don't Khan in the lead.
I got second. Thank you, Egan. Sorry, Draconis. You didn't deserve that.
I'm not sure I did based on that last game, but I was far enough ahead that it was fair enough. But I probably shouldn't have done that Khan, because ultimately all it did was just help that out. So I apologise, Draconis. That was entirely my bad. Egan, what do you have to say about that?
Don't con into Riichi.
Yes! But that wasn't exactly what happened there. That was the other thing. Don't Khan when you're leading and it's close enough that it matters. In that instance, I think he would have needed a direct Hanneman to get past me. Probably a direct Buyman. But anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. That'll be a thing. Always Khan into Riichi. Yep, that's why you lose, most likely.
I mean, if you're in tempo, that's one thing. But if you're not, then...
Even if you're carning into reaches, there is no positive at that stage, except that you've given him 3 extra bonus tiles. Actually,
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the thing. You have to play defensively at sometimes. There's ways and methods and whatever else, but it's got yeah, probably. I had an option. I was basically changing up from a 2-sided weight to a 3-sided weight, and I wanted to end the game quickly. So adding that 1 extra winner, because it basically changed it from a 5-8 to 3-6-9 or whatever I did. So my justification was that's 1 extra weighting winner, so we'll have a go at it. Didn't also end up mattering, but that was why I discarded the 5 and thus triggered Aegon's ascent to glory. But anyway, that's Ruby, and this will be on YouTube at some point soon.